Down to Colorado. So there was a 12-year-old student there. His name is Jaden. And he was kicked out of class yesterday. This according to an ex-user named Connor Boyack. And it's been reported in several places. So he was kicked out of class in Colorado because he had a backpack on. And his backpack had several patches attached to it. And one of the patches happened to be the Gadsden Flag. So little Jaden goes to school with his backpack, which had the Gadsden Flag patch on it, and the school didn't like that very much. So the school's director found that patch to be, quote, disruptive to the classroom environment, and calls the kid's family in about the kid being kicked out of class, and Jaden's family ended up videotaping what transpired. And as I said, it is a glorious video in every sense.
The reason that they do not want the flag, the reason we do not want the flag displayed, is due to its origins with slavery and slave trade. That is what was, that's the reasoning behind why we do not want it displayed.
The Gadsden Flag.
The Don't Tread on Me.
Okay. Which is the Gadsden Flag. Okay. Okay. So he's what's going to happen if he doesn't take it off?
He is able to go. I was actually just telling him, like, I was upset that he was missing so much school. I'm like, so I asked if can he just take his stuff out of his bag and go back to class. Like, I just want him to go back to class. The bag can't go back if it's got a patch on it, because we can't have that in and around other kids. So that's what I was trying to, and then he said you were close. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with slavery. That's like the Revolutionary War patch that was displayed when they were fighting the British. Like that's the revolution. Maybe you're thinking of like the Confederate Confederate flag.
Okay, I am
just here to enforce.
No, I am here to enforce the policy that was provided by the district.
Okay.
And definitely, you have every right to not agree with it. I mean,
because the ACLU says that he's allowed to wear that. If you go on their website, it's says in big letters.
All I'm saying is that
unless there's a ban on patches, period. Like if you said there's no patches allowed at the school, you cannot display what you think or anything like that, or what cheer or anything like that. I think it's one-sided, because you allow some patches, but not other patches.
Kids have patches like other names and the American flag on their backpacks.
Yeah, that was flown during the revolution with. I just don't understand that at all.
So what I can do is,
and if you go onto the ACLU's website, let's talk to someone.
I can have you speak to Jeff Yoakum. The last thing I want is him out of class.
Yeah, I know he takes his classes seriously.
Yes.
He studies. He wants to get straight A's. He did that. He made honor roll when he was here before. Yep. He intends to do that again right now, but it's hard because he keeps missing class for this. So
I understand that.
Yeah, and we teach him to always stick up for your beliefs. And you're going over the revolution for 7th grade. The founding fathers stood up for what they believed in against unjust laws. This is unjust.
Okay, like I said, we're upholding a policy that was provided to us, which we have to uphold.
Okay.
Just that family, oh my God, I love it so much. That's the best thing I've ever seen. First of all, if you're only listening on the podcast today, this 12-year-old sitting there smirking because he knows that this woman has no idea what the flag means. She's talking about, its ties to slavery and the slave trade. The mom's like, are you thinking about the Confederate flag? Are you confusing it with something? And I just laugh because, again, what is the theme of today's show? It's division is a choice. Division is a choice, and what that school is doing is a choice to create division where division doesn't exist, other than look at it as an opportunity to inform themselves about what that flag means, and to allow other students to inform themselves about what that flag means, and they can decide, do they like the flag or not? I find it kind of hilarious that you have some of these symbols from history that, sure, sometimes they get co-opted by fringe organizations who will fly them and use them in furtherance of whatever end that they're seeking in the moment. And it's like almost like the American flag to some extent. If you have people who have a vehicle with a patriotic flag on it, I'm sure you have some far leftists who are like, oh, MAGA Trump supporter. It's like, and they want to assign meaning to flags based on the person who's flying a flag and what their personal beliefs are. No, people from today can't co-opt the meaning of the Gadsden flag and now it's ruined for everyone. No, that flag is about the American Revolution. That flag, the snake on the flag represents the colonists who were fighting for their freedom. And it was saying basically to the British government and to the monarchy, don't tread on us. If you step on us, we're going to bite you. And that's what they did. And I think the meaning behind that flag is remarkable. And it speaks to who we are as a country. Now, if people have co-opted it for other reasons or other purposes, that doesn't ruin what the initial flag was all about. And again, it's a school. You're a center for education and for learning. Teach the kids that. Say, hey, Jaden over here, he's got this patch. Some people have issues with it. Let's talk about what that patch means. Or like the mom said, we're presuming it's the mother who's talking to this educator and filming the encounter. Otherwise, just ban all patches. Kids can't have any patches. They can't have a pride patch. They can't have an American flag patch. They can't have a Black Lives Matter patch. They can't have a Gadsden patch. But that's not the rule. And it's so painfully clear to me that this woman, this school administrator, genuinely doesn't know and didn't take the time to know before they pulled this kid out of class and tried to preach to the mom about, oh, I can't have this patch there. She had no idea what it was. And it's actually a little glorious that she doesn't realize that she actually perfectly represents why that flag exists in the first place. Government overreach. Government interference in our lives. That's what the colonists were fighting against. And now you've got this kid who wants to wear this patch to school and a school administrator who doesn't even know what it means but wants him to rip it off or he can't go pursue an education. Crazy stuff. But I'm going to say that is one of my favorite exchanges. I know there are some people who might think, okay, the parents are keeping him out of class and out of his education. Just remove the patch and send the kid back to class. But I agree with the parents on this one. I agree with the parents. Either the school has to have a policy where it's consistent across the board. They're trying to, as she said, we're trying to teach our kid to stand up for what he believes in. And I'm assuming that if he's wearing that patch so proudly, and given the fact that he's sitting there smirking as the school employee clearly fumbles on what the flag even means, I'm assuming he knows what that flag means and he's been taught that. And so, yeah, I tend to agree with the parents that it's like, no, you stand up for what you believe in, and the school policy needs to change.